give us some upbeat nature towards the end of this week, because what a week it has been.
It has been a tough week. It's been a tough couple of weeks, as you guys have been talking about. But look, I can't say that this is the bottom, but I think for investors, if you look out over the next 12 months, I think you'll have pretty good performance. And we did some research that we've been down 20%, right? We've had 10 bear markets back to 1950. If you would have gotten in the day that the market went down 20%, 1 year later, you were up on average 15%, and you were up 70% of the time. If you extend it out and do 3 years, which I think investors in the equity market should have a little bit longer holding period, but if you go out 3 years, it's been up 90% of the time, and you've been up 10% on average over that time period. So I think for people that can be patient, now is a good time to get into this market.
Yeah, and you're starting to see, I guess, some of that patience play out, at least for a certain cohort of investors. Real quickly, Larry, before we get to the break, I am curious as to what you think about how sustainable the current price action we're seeing, the bounce that we're seeing in the market, not just today, but of course what we saw a couple of days ago, where a lot of people were willing to come in and buy some of those beaten down stocks. Do you think that will sustain itself even in the midst of all the rate tightening and all the uncertainty?
Look, it's a tough call if it is actually the bottom and we move up. I wouldn't be surprised. You guys have been talking about it all afternoon. If you look at a lot of the technicals, we are at extreme levels. The percentage of people bullish is at 19%, right? There's not a lot of positivity in the market. So you could see a bounce. But I think the more sustainable bounce is going to rely on the fundamentals, and that could be some time until we get, for example, that inflation number on June 30th, until we get into the quarterly earnings season, which is the middle of July. I think that's when we'll start to see that a lot of the concerns that people are priced into this market have been overblown.